Hi, my name is Gabe Arnold. I'm the founder of Landscape Marketing Hero. And today, what I want to share with you is 2 important leadership lessons that will make your business grow faster. Leadership is the beginning and the end of all things in business, in my experience and opinion. And these 2 things will help you understand your leadership role a little bit differently. And it will help you with there's a specific tool I'm going to share that will help you make the best decisions for your team. And it will help you be the leader that you need to be. So stay tuned and I'll share those with you. I'm Gabe Arnold, and this is the Green Mountain Podcast. We are the champions who brave the elements to create beauty. We see chaos and create order. We are never afraid of hard work, and we understand the power of strategic thinking and intentional actions. We come from all walks of life, and we will never allow our past to determine our future potential. We create beauty around the homes of our customers and increase the value of our community with the work that we do every day. We understand the power of consistent branding because it helps us grow and serve all those around us. We practice effective sales so our company, employees, and community can benefit from the value we add. We intentionally invest in operational habits that help us deliver excellent results to our customers on a continual basis. We understand that powerful and beautiful things take time to grow, and with consistent watering and intention, amazing results can happen. We are committed to making the world a better place by being positive examples to all those around us. We don't allow anyone to look down on us because we know the value we bring to our community as leaders. We create positive workplaces for our employees so they feel safe and supported, and at the same time, we hold ourselves to high standards. We pursue excellence on a daily basis because we know the journey is worth the sacrifice. We are the protectors of the land. We are the guardians of beauty. We are the heroes. We are landscapers. I'm currently reading a book called The Dichotomy of Leadership, and it's about the leadership lessons that were learned by some of the most elite armed forces, the Navy SEALs, over in the Iraq War. And I want to share a couple of really important lessons that I learned from that. And because I always spend time reading about leadership, learning how to apply new approaches, really looking at how do I level up and grow myself as leader, because I know that my leadership level is directly tied to how my company is going to grow. And I'd encourage you to think about that same thing, because when we show up differently, when we show up and communicate well, when we truly perform at the highest level that we can as a leader, and we keep growing and pushing that level higher, that's when we see the positive impact that we want to see in our business and in our life. And as leaders, the reason I mentioned the book, The Dichotomy of Leadership, which I highly encourage you to read or listen to, I both read and do Audible books quite a bit. It talks about what that means. And dichotomy means that there's 2 opposing forces or 2 opposing ideals. And as leaders, we have to understand that we're always going to be facing, opposing pressures. One of the lessons that I want to share today is that as a leader, we have to walk this, this balancing act of realizing that we need our team, we need our employees to trust us. We need to be close to them. We need to have good relationships with them. But we also have to be in a position where we can ask them to do what they need to do, and they have to follow our direction. So we can't be too close, or we can't have the relationship where that line gets blurred between being a boss and an employee. And so it becomes a fine balance of really taking great care of our employees, treating them like our loved ones. Like I often think of all my employees in a sense as being like more of my kids, people that are depending on me that I need to train and support and love and care for. So that's really my heart for my employees. And I also have to realize that I have to be in a position where they respect me, they trust me, and they're going to follow through on the direction and the orders that I give them. Otherwise, we won't be successful and they won't have a job, which is not what they want. And I also have to realize that one employee cannot, have more preferential treatment or have something that other employees don't have in a way that it would hurt the rest of the team. So I have to look at the team as a whole, and I have to look at the individual team members and say, how do I really serve and support them? One of the tools that I created quite a few years ago while I was working with a business coach and consultant who helped me kind of uncover this thought process that I have, this tool is called the Circle of Life. And so the Circle of Life is an amazing leadership tool that can keep you and your entire team safe, can keep your company growing, can help you with employees as a whole, individual employees, and it just helps you make good decisions. And so the Circle of Life is the questions that I ask when I'm making a decision. It's also the questions that I ask when I'm asking an employee, a team member, why did you make this decision, or what are you considering doing? And so the questions are, is this what's best for the company? And then, is this what's best for the entire team and individual team members? And then the third question is this what's best for our clients? The reason that I ask those three questions, and there's no hierarchy, I could start, is this what's best for our employees? Is this what's best for our clients? And is this what's best for the company? They are all tied together and they do not stand alone. They're all integrated, because if we make decisions that are best for the company, then it means the employees will have paychecks and jobs and be successful and happy and healthy, because if the company's healthy, the employees can be healthy. If we make a decision that's also good for all the employees as a whole, and then ideally individual team members, which is generally the case, but we have to make the decision for the whole team first, and it may affect a couple team members negatively, which sucks. I hate when that happens, but we, again, make the decision for the whole team. Then the team is going to support the company. They're going to make profit for the company, which means the company can keep paying them. When the employees are doing their job and we're making good decisions for them, they're going to take great care of the clients. And the clients are going to then pay the company. And so we make those decisions that are good for the client, because if they're happy, again, they pay the company pays the employees take great care of the clients, and it's just the never-ending circle of life. And so it's a simple tool. It's a simple mindset that you can use when you're making decisions, and you can teach it to your team so that they understand that their decisions are not made in a vacuum. They're not inside a silo. They have to realize that all their decisions impact others inside the circle of life. And so when we use that decision-making framework as leaders, we know, okay, I'm going to look at three areas. Is this good for the company? Is this good for the team? Is this good for the clients? And all of those, in a lot of senses, have pretty equal weight. There's probably situations or scenarios where there's something that's weighted a little bit heavier, but they do all impact each other. And so it's a great leadership lesson to remind ourselves of, is that our decisions always have these opposing forces. There is that dichotomy. There's, we need to do what's right for the employees, but we have to do what's right for the clients. We have to do what's right for the clients, but we have to do what's right for the company. There's these what feel like opposing forces. As leaders, we have to bring those together and make the best decision that we can. And so when we do that, that's when we have the opportunity to grow. And being a leader is not easy. There's going to be times where you have to fire people. There's going to be times where you have to let a client go, even when you might miss that revenue, but they're just not a good fit for you anymore. There's going to be times where you have to do something that's best for the company, because that's what's going to actually take care of the employees and the clients in the future. And so all of those things create a lot of pressure for us, and it's not easy. But when we understand the framework with which we should make a decision inside of, and when we understand that there are those opposing forces as leaders, we can aim for balance. We can look at, really showing up in that situation from a place of being centered and from a place of kindness and strength. And that's what allows us to make the best decisions. Leadership is really the beginning and the end of everything. It's what helps us grow. And when there's poor leadership, it's what makes us fail. And we have to learn from those things. But I want to encourage you today to invest in your own leadership skills. I want to encourage you to invest in the leadership skills of your team, because that's what's going to raise your company as well. And make sure that you understand that the faster you grow is the faster that your company can grow. So don't ignore these other things that may seem like, oh, maybe those are soft skills, or that seems like way off track for going out and, running a landscaping company. But in reality, the more we grow, the more we can show up from a place of power and strength and kindness, and we can help us lead at the level that we need to lead at. All of these things are the things that we talk about and work through in our mastermind. And so if you'd like help with any of this, or if you want to take your company to the next level, but you're just not sure why you're stuck where you're at, or you're not sure why things have gotten harder, or you just don't know the next step to take, we'd love to hear from you. You can reach out at landscapemarketinghero.com. I appreciate you taking time to tune in today, and I look forward to seeing you on the show tomorrow. If you're ready to begin your journey up the Green Mountain, where we show you how to build a low-stress, high-profit, $10 million per year landscaping company, then head over to landscapemarketinghero.com to download your free growth map. One of our guides will be there to help you along the way. Again, that's landscapemarketinghero.com.